Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time of day that you're watching this reading. This is a reading for Pisces. Pisces, I'm just doing a general reading for you, and we'll see where this reading takes us to. Spirit led me to actually start with Pisces today. And pulling out these cards, I can understand why. Pisces, your first card that came up was the Ace of Pentacles. Your second card that came up was the Nine of Cups. And your third card was the Nine of Swords in reverse. We look at this as I'm doing the 3-card layout, recent past, present, and immediate future. Now what I'm seeing here, some of you have started with something new that brought you a lot of pleasure, maybe a new job, a new situation. It was financially prudent for you. It was a wish come true for you. It was a good opportunity for you, something that made you very happy. However, you see what brought you all this happiness, this joy, this freedom has now made you very upset and discontented with your life. There's no peace, there's no happiness, you're just in a very frustrated place. Underneath the Ace of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords and we have the Six of Cups. Underneath the Nine of Cups, we have the Six of Wands, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles. And underneath the Nine of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles. And as you can see, all of your cards are reversed. I know I said originally I was not going to read reversals, but when we look at this, there's obviously a message. There's always a message in reversals. There's a lot of discontentment coming through, a lot of unhappiness that's coming through right now for you, Pisces. I see with this King of Wands energy, one is to be very mindful that you don't become your own worst enemy, that you don't become ungrateful for all your blessings in life, that you don't look for fault with everything that you have and look to make some changes, unnecessary changes, rather than being happy with what you do have. Sometimes it's very easy to become discontent and say, things are not fair, things are not in my favor. You must also be careful of not having to deal with somebody who's very bitter, who is intolerant in their attitude. Some of you could just be feeling like this now. Some of you must be very mindful of the people that you keep in company. And this King of Wands energy is a fire energy. So somebody who's in, we're looking Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So being mindful of that. You could have that in your chart as well. And if that is you, then you need to be mindful of that as well. We see with this Eight of Swords energy that you're carrying here, there's definitely some adversity. You got to be very mindful about things. You got to be mindful of not blaming other people for your predicament. You need to rely more on your thoughts, on your intellect. Don't get caught up with emotion. Don't get caught up with drama when it comes to things. Also, don't get caught up with regret about the past. Sometimes a person can think about the past and create an illusion about what really happened as opposed to the truth of what happened. When you look back, you're remembering a version of what happened more romantically than what it actually was. So you should be very mindful of not living in the past and not living in glory days. Be very mindful of all of that. I see that under the Nine of Cups there's a lot of disappointment. Some of you could be feeling as though your dreams have failed you. The news that you've been waiting for has been delayed. You might be feeling as though you have to always worry about other people and other people's schedules. You can't even concentrate on yourself and your dreams and your hopes and what it is that you wanted out of life, and that could just be making some of you very, very frustrated. Your central card is the Moon, and the Moon is your energy. We've got the Moon in reverse. So you need to be very mindful of not being closed-minded. You got to be very mindful of keeping your options open, of keeping your thoughts opened. You need to be mindful that you are not deceiving yourself about other people. You're not deceiving yourself about situations and relationships. you really, for me, with what's coming across in this reading, and this being your center card, be mindful, be watchful about what is happening. Don't just allow things to happen without, it's almost like, don't let things happen without your consent. Don't just let life happen. Be part of it. Be part of the decision-making process. Be aware of what is going on around you. It's not fair for you to act as though you didn't know, and you can't use these words now, I didn't know. You've got to be mindful. If you need to be very mindful of not becoming miserly. You should be mindful of maybe of a female person in your space who's maybe, this could be part of your chart, could be somebody, could be talking to yourself as well, earth sign. Earth signs are Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You could be having an earth sign, a feminine energy in your space, or could be talking to you. You need to be mindful of not becoming spiteful and miserly, not becoming obsessed with stuff. You need to be very mindful of your own insecurities in life. You need to be mindful of things that make you feel less than. You need to really be mindful of yourself, your confidence levels. You see the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse. Sometimes it could be situations in the family with regards to money. There could be problems with regards to outdated ideas when it comes to money. Some of you could be having blood ties that have become quite difficult when it comes to money. Sometimes family can be more difficult than strangers or friends, and you have to have patience in the situation. You must be mindful of misinformation, manipulation. You should be mindful of not getting caught up in gossip and drama. So we see there's a lot of things that are going on for a lot of you Pisces people out there. We see some of you are really feeling quite desolated. Some of you have to contend with situations where greed and insecurity is taking over a relationship, where things are facing breakups in some people's lives. There's financial situations that's happening. So there's a lot of this drama that seems to be coming across for some of you Pisces people. You need to be very mindful. Got to be very mindful of how you are handling these situations, Pisces. You've got to be mindful of the attention that you're bringing to yourself and to those around you. So be careful of misinformation. Be careful of not having the facts. Be careful of creating problems with money. The Hierophant. Let's look at another, get a bit more clarity. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. Could also be dealing with relationships, marriages, maybe a job, a contract between yourself and your employer, which was supposed to be very good. We see that this could be where it could be a situation that's causing a lot of arrogance, Pisces. King of Cups, water energy or energy. So that's water energy. We're looking at Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy there. 9 of Cups twice. That's a good sign. So wish card, 9 of Cups. You've got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. You've got Justice in reverse. 10 of Wands. The Moon again. This is upright. Queen of Swords. Just looking at this, I can see that some of you are literally having to overcome personal conflicts within yourself, overcome the misinformation. Some of you could be just giving yourself so much of stress, thinking and overthinking. But when it comes to your love situations, your commitments, even a job that you started that you liked, it was a new opportunity, regardless of the stress and tension of other people that are around you, Pisces, you need to focus first on why did you start this? Why did you get involved in this? Bring back the love, because this was obviously a love wish for you. Something that you really loved doing. If it was a new job, if it was a relationship that you made a commitment to, there was love. There was fulfillment in that relationship. Aries energy here. Judgment, second chances. The Fool. Okay, you got the Four of Swords. Got the Three of Wands. Page of Cups. Nine of Cups. Six of Wands. You've got the Six of Wands twice. And this is what's saying to me that there is definitely some level of displacement. You did have the Six of Wands here. No, you didn't have the Six of Wands twice. Page of Wands. Got the Page of Wands twice. And these are cards that on one level it's reversed, on the next level it's upright. So this is where I'm seeing there's a lot of dilemmas for a lot of you Pisces people. You know, it's like in every moment of the day I'm seeing you changing your mind. You can't make up your mind about things. You know, what I'm seeing here is there was this joy, this prosperity, some of you taking a chance in a new environment, a new situation, trying something new, you know, giving yourself this advantage of saying, I have what I need to succeed and I can take a chance. Some of you could have left, you know, wanted this happy beginning because of a financial situation that was close to family, a family drama that happened over finances, and you wanted this happy, and you had this happiness, and you had to change yourself completely into a new environment to create this happiness for yourself. But some of you could be having this misinformation that's coming through to you, and you're feeling as though the contracts were not clear, as though justice was not clear, as though things were not, what was said, what was offered, there's no clarity in that. I'm seeing that some of you could very well be having, you know, where you were content and you were feeling quite content about yourself. Now you're starting to really feel trapped and miserly about things. You're unhappy about situations, and you need to take a moment to step away from yourself to think about what has happened. We see that there's a lot of learning some of you have to do. Some of you are looking towards new opportunities, maybe going abroad or traveling. Some of you could be waiting. Some of you could have started a new position and you're looking to emigrate, wanting to leave where you are, start something new, maybe in a new environment, a new cultural experience for some of you. But having something new, you've waited for the something new. We see that, you know, you've learned a lot. You have a lot of options and choices that are open up to you. But we also see that you'll be able to, you know, lift yourself up from the circumstance of what has happened, and you can move forward and make some positive changes, moving towards change, moving towards happiness for yourself. So there's all this positivity that is coming through, but you need to stop torturing yourself with nightmares and stop torturing yourself with could have been, should have been, but did not happen. Now I've got these energy oracle cards. I'm going to just draw some cards here for some clarity so you can get a bit more insight. So Pisces, let's get a bit more insight. Some of you are dealing with some really hectic situations. Walking away came out in reversed. So some of you can't walk away from your situation. You have to make things work. As much as you want to leave, feel like you want to run away from things, you can't really do that. So you have to stay put in that situation. Pisces, could be a marriage, a relationship. You need to realize that with the Magician and the Mirror, that the healing that you so desire is within yourself. You need to be fair to yourself. You need to be fair to your commitments, and you need to forgive yourself for choices that you made without having the correct information. Some of you may have had the correct information, but you chose not to listen because some of you may have felt that you knew better. You need to trust yourself with that. You need to trust the decisions that you made. And in saying that, once you trust yourself, you find yourself with this cornucopia card, feeling so much more happier, so much more blissful for what you have achieved in your life. So I bought myself 2 more decks. So I'm going to also be using that today, Pisces. So let's see here. Get a bit more clarity for you Pisces people. What started as quite dismal and seeming quite harsh is a promise of something more. Let's get some clarity for Pisces. Please note if any of this resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button. God ascending the mountain, keep going forward. So regardless of what is going on, you got to keep moving forward. You have to know that you have a destination in mind. No matter how much of distrust and pain has happened, how much of disappointment has happened, even though you may have behaved in an unfortunate manner, you need to just pull yourself together, Pisces. You need to create passion and pleasure in your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy those around you. Dance, listen to music, have some fun. You've forgotten how to have fun. And as you realize this in yourself, enjoying life, enjoying all the fruits of your labor, you will get into the flow of things and realize that everything is really in a very good place for you, and you don't need to stress as much as what you were stressing. You could have been creating mountains out of molehills in your own head when there was none. Okay, let's see what I've got. A starseed message for you. Let us see, what is your starseed, your alignment message for you, Pisces? What is your starseed message for you, starseed? These are such beautiful cards. This is just, I don't know if you can see this, it's just too bright. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. So let's see what the message is here for you. One card for Pisces. Oh, this is the card that came out. Surrender. Surrender. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. So you need to just let go of what you think things are about. You need to just allow life to happen around you, instead of being so wanting to call the shots all the time, Pisces. Just be calm. Calmness is what is needed right now. Enjoying life, having the pleasure for life. Enjoying things, you look at it, when you took your first breath, and you had no idea when you were born what life held for you. You had no idea the challenges that you will have, and yet you surrendered to life and to the extremities of life, and you lived. You are where you are today. You've made choices that you made. You need to be very happy with yourself. Sometimes we tend to look at things as good and bad, and instead of doing that, just look at life as life. This is it. This is where you're at. You can't always want everything to be good and easy. That is not life. You need to invite and welcome the highs and the lows. And this is what this says to me. You need to be, able to take that deep breath and exhale and say, okay, this is today I did the best I can. You need to embrace everything, whether it is intense, whether it doesn't feel good, whether it makes you angry. But just don't give in to bitterness. That's all I ask. Do not give in to bitterness. You need to just hand over your worries and your loneliness and your fears and your doubts and your burdens, and just leave it at the divine's feet. Leave it at the universe's feet. The universe will sort this out for you. And you need to have faith in yourself and what is good for you. So surrender. No matter how extreme life might be for some of you right now, don't hold on to the negativity. In fact, hold on to the opposite of negative. Hold on to love and light, and keep going forward. As this card says, keep going forward. So Pisces, I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if it resonated with you, please subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.